elementary sense of life or death, good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face, the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up, because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
It's Halloween. We're gonna have
Happy
a good time
Halloween.
tonight.
I'm excited.
Did you get the Corey Cunningham joke, or did you just gonna leave me hanging on that dick?
No, I must have missed it. I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. I'm Brad.
I'm Miguel.
And happy Halloween, kind of. Today is November 1st, 2023, and we were unable to do our Halloween show last night, but it worked out anyway.
Because we're assholes. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, for real. Because I was having internet issues too, and it was a whole slew of things that didn't end up happening. But listen, I came prepared. I'm feeling kind of under the weather. I'm gonna be real. My throat's been feeling terrible all day, so I'm sticking with the old Costco water. But I came prepared. Pumpkins. I got pumpkin seeds in here. We got pumpkin seeds. We got Reese's. We got Hershey's, which is. Let me tell you right here. This is the superior candy bar. Just straight up plain Hershey's milk chocolate. Nothing is superior. Change my
Golly,
mind.
heaven forbid that we have a quiet moment and during this movie, because this guy has every bit of material to slap those lips.
Yep. I'm just slapping a whole bunch of lips, man. It's going to be a good time. Listen, real quick, while I'm thinking of it, go ahead and get your copy ready, because we're going to wait maybe 2 more minutes, and then we're starting this bad boy, because this is long. This movie's like almost 2 hours long. So. And
2 hours of fun, though, right? That's what we're looking for.
Fun.
Yeah.
Of controversial fun. Listen, I've been excited for this because,
As of the last time I saw it was probably at the movie theaters, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you haven't watched it since?
No. Or, no, I saw it. No, I think I saw it twice. But again, it's been a while.
This will be my. Let me think. This will probably be my 4th or 5th time seeing it. I saw it in the movie theater. I watched it once after I got the Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it. I maybe watched it one time after that. I don't remember. I've already watched it once this season, and I've been excited about this. Because this is the culmination of our Oktoberfest event.
It has. Yep.
But also, I watched it once this season already, and I wholeheartedly believe. I think everybody was way too hard on this movie. 100%. I've enjoyed it more every single time I've watched it.
I'd agree. You'd make that sentiment a lot. Now, if I'm going to agree with you by the end of tonight, that is up for debate.
Yeah, and we have a video planned on this, but I think, the thing that bothers me is, like, I see it all the times, as I'm sure everybody else does, in horror groups and in Halloween groups and on Twitter and just in the horror space. I see all the time people talking about, Halloween Ends sucks, blah, blah, blah. But they can't give, like, legitimate reasons as to why they think it sucks. Their go-to is because Michael was old and beat up and whatever, and they, and it's just like, I see that the funny thing, though, is I think people actually kind of dug the Corey storyline. They just.
I think I figured that. I think I kind of saw that too, to be honest, which surprised the hell out of me.
I think people wanted it to be a Michael versus Laurie movie, which, to be fair, that's what it was advertised as. But again, they're not going to give that away in the marketing. Like, that's just, that's fact. And here's what I've kind of like chalked it up to. Here's how I've justified it in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think there's a difference between something not making sense and you not liking a creative choice made in a film. Is that fair?
So you can tell between poor writing as compared to certain plot holes.
Now, like,
Right?
I'm not saying
Is
this
that
is
what
an
you're trying to say?
Academy. Yes, I'm not saying this is an Academy Award winner or anything, but like, I
No,
think,
the fact that it didn't steal box like Golden
yeah,
Globes is a tragedy.
yeah, yeah. Well, and the thing, let's be real. Who watches the Golden Globes anymore, bro?
Yeah, I for the comedy.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like everybody's argument comes back to not liking how Michael was handled, that he was old, that he was tired, that he was in a weakened state, you know?
hmm
But again, it makes sense to me. You went out of your way to tell us that he's human. But now suddenly when they make him human and the dude is what, 74 years old in this movie? And or 64 years old, whatever, one of the two, and he's all like injured and whatever. I mean, look at what happened to him in 18 Kills, man.
I mean, the man took a beating. That's for sure.
My guy's been wrecked, like, you
Yeah,
know.
oh buddy's
so-
seen some days.
But he's seen some dicks too. It's Halloween.
Anywho,
We're gonna have a good time tonight.
yeah. Anywho,
Anywho, RJ Skarensky, what's up, man? Skarensky, this movie is the worst
Yes.
of them all.
started out right, man.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and start it out. I disagree, but listen. I'm not gonna. Again, we're never gonna tell anybody they're wrong for their opinion. Not on this channel, but we will talk about it. I can say that. Byron,
We are
what's
going
up,
to talk
Byron?
about your comment.
Yes. Byron is here. What's up, man? This will be my 8th time seeing this film. Holy crap, man. 8 times. That's dope. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We're about 7 minutes or 8 minutes in or so.
Mhm.
So we are watching it. I guess you're watching it on what, Prime? YouTube, something?
Are you talking about me or are you talking about the fans?
You.
Oh yeah, it's on. I am on good old Amazon Prime. I'm at Jeff Bezos' house right now.
So he's watching it on Prime. I'm watching it on YouTube because I could get my Prime to work, whatever. But
Oh, is that going to
however you're going to watch it, huh?
Is that
No,
going
it
to affect the timestamp?
I don't think it should. However you're gonna watch it, you can get your copy ready now, and then come back to
order.
us, and we'll get this show on the road. So
We'll get this shindig.
while we're
popping.
waiting, Miguel, what's your superior Halloween candy?
My superior Halloween candy.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I forgot to tell you. So something funny happened to me yesterday. So I went to the bar and to celebrate my buddy Chris's birthday. Which, by the way, happy birthday to you, man! Yesterday.
Shout out to our buddy Chris.
Yeah. So I showed up at the bar where we were going, and as I pulled up, I mean, obviously it's a Tuesday, and not many people were celebrating. Which, by the way, I don't think we talked about like what happened this Halloween. But I think that whenever we went down there, it was kind of dead, and there weren't much people walking around. But there was like a group of people that were walking. I assume they came from a bar because it looked like they were like really, really drunk. Bro, tell me why some guy in a witch costume ran up to my car, and I was like, "Is everything okay?" I rolled down my window, and tell me why he threw like 5 pieces of candy into my car, just like, and not even like possible. Nobody just like darted them into my fucking car door. Like my window was
like
down,
full
luckily.
on, like through it.
Full on through it, yeah, and just said "Happy Halloween" and just like walked off. Me as a human being, I feel like I should have been mad about it, but I was
Me
just
as a
so
human
caught off
being.
guard. I was just like, I guess it's the season's greetings, I guess. So I got a Whopper, a Three Musketeers, Snickers, and a Hershey bar that you just happily showed us.
Solid.
So if I had to say, I would say Three Musketeers is mine. I mean,
Mm.
Three Musketeers is my favorite candy, point blank. But yeah, I'd say those party sides are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just a straight up Hershey's guy.
Yeah, because you're a vanilla guy, even though
Simple,
it's chocolate.
I am. I like vanilla ice cream better than chocolate. I'm weird. I know. I get it. By the way, while I'm thinking of it, last night we dropped our Scarefest vlog from last Saturday.
The sinister
Really,
side of Comic Con.
Really, yeah.
Oh, I like
really-
that. I like that.
It was a really, really fun time. That vlog is awesome. Had a great time editing it. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. Panel between Nick Castle, James Jude Courtney, Doug Bradley, Felissa Rose, and David Howard Thornton. all different kinds of vendors and things like that. It's a really fun vlog. So that's out on the channel now. Go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. And I think we're going to do this thing. We're about 11 minutes in. If you haven't already, leave this episode a like. This is episode number 25 of Purely and Simply Evil. The reason I made this a Purely and Simply Evil episode was because we've done
Because why
watch-alongs
not?
for 78, 18 kills, and now I was like, well, we got to finish it and we'll do ends. So we did the other 3 last year.
I think at this
We
point,
knew
after
Halloween.
this, we would have already reviewed every single Halloween movie in
Yep.
the franchise.
Yep.
So full circle, guys.
Full circle. Well, kind of. There's still some tidbits in there we haven't gotten to. We haven't gotten to the producer's cut of H6 yet.
Oh my God, we're nitty gritty. Okay,
We're go-
that's nitty
Of
gritty.
course we're going to go nitty gritty. It's us.
Yeah.
Of course we
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Here we go. If you've never done commentary with us before, let me chew my pumpkin seeds. It's like chewing grass.
Let me
They're
remember
very
that I'm
chewy.
like. Let me remember where I even had this tabbed.
You want some food ASMR?
Guys, I want you to know right now, I have a strong disdain for ASMR, so forgive me if I blow up on Brad.
Let me drink
tonight.
this water as close to the mic as I can.
But just know that I am thoroughly gonna show you how far I've come from accepting ASMR. So, and it's all thanks to my buddy Brad, because it seems like every time we do a show, buddy is snacking on something with his lips.
Lightly, because it's the season. All right.
Not lightly.
If you've
by any
never
stretch of the means.
if you've never done a commentary with us before, we are paused at 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Very
That's
beginning of
why
the film.
I'm at 16.
Okay, well,
No,
go
I
to
am.
0 minutes and 16. Or is it, wait, no. Go to 0 minutes and 0 seconds. I'm going to
0
say
minutes,
3, 2,
16.
1, play. And when I say the word play, you are going to click play on your device, whether it's a PlayStation or an Xbox or a Nintendo 64 or an old TV you found in your mom's basement, whatever you're watching the movie on. You can do it on that. So, are we ready to start?
I'm ready as an egg. Oh boy,
Told you
guys!
I'm
By the
unaware.
way, I think all of us are suffering from a cold.
We
So
really are. Bro,
Bear
it
with us, too.
snowed in Kentucky last night. On Halloween,
I
like
did not
people were
notice.
people were trick-or-treating in the snow last night. Just saying. All right, here we go. Halloween ends beginning in 3, 2, 1, play. Do you see the Universal logo coming up right now?
I do, and
Okay.
I personally did not like the intro to this. I swear to God, it felt like I was in
It was odd.
Atlanta AM.
It was
FM.
odd. Because the other two were so atmospheric and like eerie.
Yeah, and I think at that point, whenever I heard the radio show come on, I kind of figured we were getting a little lighthearted with this. I think I kind of gathered that.
Yeah.
Blumhouse.
Do you like the blue font they went with?
Well, I mean, it was reminiscent to the original, wasn't it?
It was reminiscent of Halloween 3.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it was kind of supposed to be a little bit of a nod to Halloween 3, essentially.
I think when I saw that, I think we were kind of like at the position where we were like, oh shit, is this going to be like a season of the witch kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I totally forgot that this is what happens first. Jesus Christ.
Mhm. I'll tell you. I think it's weird
I'll tell you what.
that you have that this town. I don't like her. I don't like her face. I don't like her at all.
I don't like Corey.
as a character, I don't like it. Anyways, no offense to the actress. That's not what I meant.
Candace
anyways,
Rose?
I think it's
Yeah.
weird that in 2018 he came back and went on this huge murderous rampage in Haddonfield, and 1 year later, it looks like it's banging trick or treating. Like everybody is out having a good time. It's weird to me.
Oh,
Gory Tiger, what's up?
I thought this happened the same day, same night.
Nope, this was a year after the events of 2018 and kills.
Oh, okay.
So he had already been missing for a year at this point.
Yeah, he was in a sewer by now.
100%.
First jump scare.
She seems like a helicopter mom.
Okay, only you would know that, Dad.
Like Jeremy seems like the kind of kid that would call his teacher like a bitch or something, and then like his mom would be like, he would never. Like, yeah, he would. Look at him. Yes, you would. Like, he acts all innocent around his mom, and then suddenly he's not.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed. What's up, Austin?
Hey, Fran.
What is she supposed to be?
20s person. Is it? Wait, was the husband dressed up as a cowboy? I think I saw that.
Yeah, cowboy miner or something like that.
Yeah. So
Like
I think,
Western-ish.
yeah, I think she's roaring 20s. I mean, that's a costume. It's primarily themed. Man, this Corey kid, I swear to God.
Byron said, have you guys read... Excuse me.
Let me
Byron
guess.
said, have
The
you guys read
novelization? Yes.
The Ends novelization?
Oh, I did not. But I did talk to some lovely people at Scarefest about it, I think last year. And I think that's one of the main things that I kind of regret because I am losing a lot of prior knowledge, actually, of what happened like during this time, right? Like
Yeah.
it pretty much
Well,
touches the gap that it connects the gap that we have, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Loomis is actually in it, I believe. I haven't read it, but I've kind of read the synopsis of it essentially. And it does fill in one of the good things, as I understand it, that the novelization does is it fills in a lot of the gap between, like, in those 4 years between the events of kills of 18 and kills and ends, and like there was a whole FBI manhunt for Michael and all this stuff,
Yeah.
and you know, it explains how he got to the tunnel. It explains that the homeless dude outside is an escaped inmate from Smith's Grove. That's why Michael's never killed him. Like they're like I wouldn't say they're friends, but I think he's just like you're good. You can stay. You know.
Bro,
Austin
we
said,
told
"Congrats on 900 subs, almost to 1K. Thanks, man. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
man.
We're getting there. This
Yeah.
October's been a big one for us. We've gotten almost 100 subs in the last like month and a half.
I know that's not something that we kind of count on, but it's always appreciative.
Very much.
LOL. I'd be going for the low-fat chocolate milk. Get the
Nope.
fuck out of here.
See,
There you
he was
go.
a good guy.
No, he wasn't.
You don't think he was a good dude?
Just straight up bad person.
Bro is straight up about to cut into that cake.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not a good guy. You love how it kind of zoomed in to the knife.
I know, right?
That made me think that like Michael's gonna be showing up.
I know, right? I thought the same thing. I was like, is Michael gonna low-key show up here?
Mhm.
Wouldn't it have
Yep.
been cool if Corey seeing Michael and like having a startle was the reason Jeremy fell? So like low-key Michael was the reason Jeremy fell. I think that would have been a cooler choice.
No, because then
I'm
you
going for
would
the
have
Reese's
lost.
next.
You would have lost like all of Corey's story or motive. Literally you would no longer feel bad for Corey. Or how can I put it? Let me say this. Yeah. The feelings that everyone has for Corey probably would have changed drastically if that was the case.
Well,
You know what I mean?
even if Michael wouldn't have done anything, like if he literally just would have seen him standing there,
Yeah.
and then he bumps Jeremy, Jeremy falls, and then he turns around and Michael's gone, and then he's left with the aftermath. Like I think that would have been kind of cool.
Well, I feel like that was something that was initially supposed to happen, right? Like, wasn't that the initial plan? Like
I don't know.
I thought they were trying to like, I thought something was gonna happen and they were gonna blame Corey at some point, but it was actually Michael. And I thought that was like the whole storyline. I feel like that would have been like
I don't know.
something really neat to have. Oh, look, nice gun.
But then that also would have, if they would have done that just to play devil's advocate, Corey wouldn't have wanted to learn from Michael and like join him in that sense. He would have been like trying to stop. You know what I mean? It would have been like
Yeah,
another,
that's
like,
what I mean. Like
somebody trying to
you
stop
you would have
Michael.
completely lost like the whole Corey and Michael kind of like
Where he was like, "Teach me, I want to learn
symbiotic,
from you,"
like
kind of thing.
yeah,
you know?
like symbiotic relationship that they had. Some weird stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You would have lost the weird stuff pretty much.
pretty much.
Oh yeah, we probably should have had that. No offense.
Can I say something really controversial? My wife would hate me for this.
You're smacking on pumpkin chips on November
Reese's
1st, so
are very overrated. They're good. They're very good. They're like top 5, but they're not as great as everybody says they are. My personal
okay,
opinion.
fine. Okay, fine. Take that shit out your mouth, dog.
I
You think
like
it's
it,
overrated? Take it off
but
your mouth.
it's not the end all be all of candy. Jeremy.
Bitch.
I'll tell you, the kid is good though.
I tell you what, though. I know. Okay, look. Let's all agree. We've seen this movie already, so we know what's about to happen. Bro, talk about worst death scene that I've probably seen out of the entire trilogy. I would say
It was rough. I don't know if I
pretty
took
rough.
that, but
It's
It was
pretty
rough.
rough for me. Bro, you talk about how like bones are like the worst thing that for you to see, but yet this isn't the worst kill that you've seen so far, bro. Old buddy pretty much lawn chaired.
bro, but Cameron though on the stairs and kills, that was pretty bad.
Do what?
Cameron on the stairs at the end of kills, that was pretty bad
That was pretty bad. But this
because
one,
he like
no.
taunted him. Oh,
Bro, bro.
me no likey.
Does he have the knife too? Oh my god. Now the party starts. Did they always?
I will say-
did they always label Michael as a shape in almost every credit? Was that how they named him?
That's how he was listed in the original. He was never listed as Michael Myers in the credits. He was just listed as the shape, so they kept it the same. I will say it's weird. Kills not as much, but 18 and ends when the investigative journalist says say something when he's holding the mask up at Michael in 18, and even when she says what have you done, I almost wish they would let that linger for a minute before the title drop. It just seems very like what have you done, ba-da-da-da-da, and it's like oh like let that like linger a minute like. Like even when he says say something, I feel like it would have been more effective if he would have been. And this is like splitting hairs. Like I'm talking like 1 second longer. Like say something. Boo-doo-doo-doo. You know, I don't know.
No.
I've
I
always
think
thought it felt
I think
very
you're thinking way too deep on it, dog.
probably.
I think they're looking for the chaotic nature of it, like it being cut off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That OG
Oh my god, is this California?
78.
This
Yeah.
is California.
California.
California. You know what else is evil? The price of my new cookbook that's coming out this fall. Bro, it was pretty cool to like see James Street Courtney. I'm not gonna lie, it was really cool to see him.
I know it
We
was.
didn't. I didn't get to meet him, but to actually finally get to see him and see him talk because I'm never one
Yeah,
to like never really bothered to like see what he looked like but
yeah.
it was cool to see him.
Well, I'm not like a starstruck person, really. Like I've seen quite a few celebrities, but like I don't know. It's just it's weird seeing them walk right next to you. Like James Jude Courtney walked like 4 or 5 feet away from me at Scarefest, and I was like, that's kind of cool. He's tall, dude. He doesn't look
He
that
really is.
tall in these. My guy is he's a tall dude. Vanished. Whoops. You know what else is evil, according to Jamie Lee Curtis?
What?
The patriarchy.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding, but not really. I thought this was kind of cool, honestly.
What do you mean?
Just everybody was depressed and stuff. Not that it's cool, but like it was a cool idea. Like everybody being paranoid because he just disappeared.
Well, that's what I
His
mean.
mom.
That's where I feel like this movie was pretty much like almost an epilogue because in all reality,
It
like
really
Michael
is.
technically won. Like, let's be honest. Like
Yeah.
he won, like in this trilogy.
Here's the thing.
My monster.
For me, I think I accepted and enjoyed Halloween Ends more when I saw this as the epilogue to the entire story. You almost
Mhm.
have to think of 18 and Kills as one long movie, kind of like you can Halloween 1 and 2 from 1981.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and just think of this as like the cap, like the extra on that, you know?
Oh no, yeah, I totally agree with that sentiment. I think that this movie definitely feels totally separate from the first two. And
Yeah.
I think that was something that was I think it was something that was changed like all of a sudden, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think when we found out the news that we were going
Same.
to have this like time jump, I think the both of us kind of agreed. They were like, "How the fuck do you do that? Like, what's Michael going to be doing?"
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me ask you, what do you think of this? I've seen a lot of people complain too that you had Jamie Lee Curtis who like
Do
she
what?
spent 40 years. There were a lot of people that complained about Jamie Lee Curtis and the fact that Laurie spent 40 years becoming Sarah Connor to take him down when he escaped. And then suddenly after he caused like the worst night of her entire life. Daughter died, son-in-law died, friends died, like all kinds of stuff. And now suddenly she's like, I'm going to choose to live and I'm going to have a good life and whatever else. And she's like back to old 78 Laurie. Like, do you think that's weird or do you think it makes sense? I've justified it in that like it's what she's saying in her book. Like she is choosing to live her life and not let the memory of him take over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, I think it's like, how can I say this? It's kind of like fighters, like boxers and MMA fighters. Like when they have like a rivalry, and it's like fight number 3, and someone and one of the opponents, one of the fighters just keeps losing and losing. It gets to the point upon like how many times you have to lose to the point where you can just like come to terms with like,
Yeah.
okay, this is gonna be my defeat. Like I'm defeated in this one. And I think that's how Jamie Lee Curtis kind of felt in that regards. Like she truly felt like she lost in this in Halloween Kills. And I think that point with Halloween Ends, she truly felt like, okay, this is over. Like my fight is kind of done because everyone I care and love for is gone, but I'm left with I'm left with my granddaughter, and she's the last of my line, so I have to take care of her. So
Yeah.
I think the what's it called? The perspective changed or the priorities changed, I guess, because I'm sure, like, every Halloween, like they said, that she just drives around looking for Michael, for any signs of Michael. So she hasn't like
Yeah.
totally forgotten or like accepted defeat, but she's kind of accepted that. I think she's kind of accepted the fact that, like, it's like very rare for him to still be around after these many years. So it's time to like
Yeah.
forget. I'm sure after the first year or so, it was just like, okay, Michael hasn't shown back up yet. Maybe he's gone for good. Like, maybe after
Right.
all of those damages and stuff and like beatings Michael took and Halloween Kills probably finally set in, and now he's in a ditch somewhere, never to be seen again. Like, I think that's
Yeah.
probably what she was thinking, and there you go.
Yeah.
Or at least hoping for that. So that's where it was giving her that sense of like, okay, now maybe I can start building a new life now.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy. That guy is supposedly an escaped Smiths Grove inmate. Like, that escaped with Michael that night.
Yeah, he looks like he belongs in a mental asylum.
I think it's funny that, like, Michael comes and goes and he comes and goes and, like, they just never bother each other. It's just kind of like it makes me wonder if like when Michael walks by him, like, with the mask on and everything, the homeboy's just like,
Bro, wait, how old is Michael in this? Like, technically?
okay, let's see. He
Like
was
60-something?
21. He was 21 in 78. So that was 40 years later, so he was 61. This is 4 years after that. So he was 65. Michael was about 65 in this movie.
Oh no, I have seen some pretty like athletic 65-year-olds. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know something? I want to talk about this moment right here, because I think it's absolutely hilarious how the shift in popularity in high school changed like vastly. Because let's be
Right.
honest, when are you ever gonna see a bunch of band nerds make fun of somebody? You know what I mean?
Bro, we were band nerds.
I know. I accepted the fact I was a band nerd.
500%.
Bro, 500,000%.
Travis Mitchell,
I
what's up,
accept
man?
it. Hey, man. But you
What's
see
going
what I
on,
mean?
Travis?
Like,
Thanks
it
for
used to
being here.
be, you think it'd be
Yeah.
like football players. That's what I'm saying. Like, you think it'd be football players, not like a percussionist,
I know.
Not somebody in the drum
I don't
line.
mind it. A lot of people
I mean,
are like,
I think,
the band geeks are the nerd. Like, it didn't bother me. I was kind of like, all right, whatever. Kids are
well,
kids, man.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's pretty cool how like
Yeah.
the trends kind of changed, the stereotypes changed, kind of. If that makes sense. Which, by the way, I'm
Yeah.
sure we're talking like over all this, but fuck those band kids. I am glad they got every bit of what they deserve. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they were all assholes.
Yep.
They do not represent what it means to be a band nerd. I'm not gonna lie. And by the way,
No, they don't.
I would never be wearing my uniform like that
Yeah.
outside in public.
There's no way.
No.
We weren't allowed
Yeah.
to do that.
I'm not gonna let the band moms wash my fucking uniform just because I had to go to fucking Rite Aid to get a chocolate
No.
milk.
No. Bro got a Yahoo. Yahoo is disgusting.
A Yoo-hoo, get it right.
Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo's
whatever.
are delicious, dude.
Yeah. Yahoo. Yoo-hoo is nasty.
Yoo-hoo's are delicious, man. I used to drink that shit all the time.
All right, next candy choice. I'm going with the Almond Joy.
Bro, you think this is the same Lori from like 1978? You are out of your fucking mind. She's
Huh?
a badass here still. Still.
Oh,
She
yeah.
also drives a Ford Ranger. Don't misinterpret that. She's a badass.
Yeah.
The second I saw the nurse, the second I saw Margot, I knew she was just gonna be cannon fodder. The
Oh,
second
yeah.
I saw her.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, we saw her death in the trailer, too, so it was like, okay.
Yeah.
Travis said, one thing I noticed, Lori is making strawberry milk in 2018 while Corey drinks chocolate milk here. It shows the contrast between the two while also showing trauma mentally tethered them to youth. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I dig that. Travis said it's been proven by science that Yahoo is water with chocolate syrup in it. Yoo-hoo. Keep
Bro,
saying Yahoo.
okay. Bro.
Yoo-hoo is water with chocolate syrup in it. Facts. That's nasty, bro. Gross.
Meh. Have you ever
By
had
the
hot
way,
chocolate
if-
with water? That's the same thing. You're just having hot
Okay.
yoo-hoos.
But that's literally how you make hot chocolate.
Okay, that's
But it's
literally
like
how
watered down hot chocolate. And it's cold.
okay. That's the
Gross.
same principle, dog.
By the way, if you want to watch with us, we're about at 22 minutes right now. I'll let you know when we're at 25 minutes in. That way, if you want to hop in on the watch along, you can.
Bro, I really hate how Allison was just immediately flirting with him.
Yeah, she really was.
Yeah, it was just straight up sit on my face mentality. Like the second she saw Corey's cut hand.
Look at those eyes. She's got those eyes. Was that a sexual innuendo? She's like, my car's been rattling.
No, that was just a genuine concern for her car because she drives a piece of shit.
And she keeps giving him those like
The fuck me
those
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, look at that fucking trash car.
And she hits him with the corny joke.
Bro, she pretty much said, bend me over on this fucking bike right now. That's pretty much what she said.
100%. I will say, Andy Matichak or Matichak, I don't know how you say it. Andy, I'm sorry. She seemed really cool. Like a cool person to like.
I hope your career is blowing up after this movie.
100%. She deserves all the movies. Like, she's good.
You don't want to do that.
Again,
Haha.
corny jokes.
Haha.
The three of them have survived some crazy, awful massacre. Two of them have survived it twice with Lindsay and Lori. And I love how the three of them sit and carve pumpkins and play cards and drink white wine. Like at 4 p.m.
I don't know. I think it kind of makes sense nowadays. Bro, 4 years is a long time. Like, do you realize that? Like, 4 years is a long time.
Look at that milk glass. First of all, here's strike number 1. Milk with Italian food. Gag me with a fork.
Do what?
Second of all, wipe your friggin' mouth. Don't just get marinara all over the rim of the glass. Like, I don't understand his mom. They also dove further into the relationship with Corey and his mom. She had a little bit of that, you know.
What?
His mom had a little bit of that incestual thing going, I believe. She
With
was
who?
low-key kind of into him a little bit. With Corey.
Bro, sometimes
Like-
you listen, sometimes you guys just have these storylines that just like I don't see how it perpetuates the the story any further than what we already know.
mean-
yes, the mom was an asshole, but now you have to say the mom was an ancestral asshole.
I mean, like, I didn't go there in the movie, but, like, I think the book kind of insinuated that was kind of going on.
The same way they insinuated Michael was a freak. Like, okay. I don't know what that had to do with her.
Travis said milk was always refreshing with spaghetti and garlic bread to me as a kid. Gag, gross. Sorry, but gross. But now I don't drink milk at all. I don't mind milk, but with spaghetti, I don't mind milk in certain instances. I'm not like a big go to the fridge and get a glass of milk person, but and then also Spooky Hollow. What's up, Tyler? Hi, Brad and Miguel. I'm hoping you remember me, but I'm Tyler, and I'm so sorry I've not been on a minute. You're all good, dude. Glad you're here right
you're
now.
good, man.
Travis said, I think the junkyard scenes with Corey would have worked better had they took place in 2018. A love triangle between her and Cameron, them reuniting after the tragedy with Jeremy. Yeah, I get that.
Do what? What was the comment?
That Travis thinks that the junkyard scenes with Corey and stuff would have worked better if they would have taken place in 2018. Even if you would have saved the Corey and Michael storyline for ends, if they would have introduced Corey and you would have had this like jealous love triangle thing between him and Cameron and Allison.
So you'd much rather have backstories of Corey, introduce them in like following 2018, and then still start with the way it did with Halloween Ends.
I would have been okay with that, honestly. Now I will tell you what. I did 100% forget to tell you when we were at 25 minutes. I will let you know when we are at 30 minutes. I won't look at the chat again until then, so I'm not sidetracked. 30 minutes. I'll let you know. We're about 2 minutes away. So if you want to join in on the watch along, I'll let you know when we're 30 minutes in. Bro, you did. You were ran over by a car and stabbed in the neck.
Bro, fire is desire. It means remember the Titans.
I lost my Titans.
It said remember the Titans, but whatever.
Every time Julia sees him, she always goes, "You will always remember." The night you
That's
played
true.
the Titans.
You blitz all night. Man, it's insane. He looks old.
He does.
Yeah. You know what's awesome is how much of a lovable character he is, even though he's only only came from like 2018. You know what I mean? You want to hate? I hate the fact that
I like
everybody
how
was rooting for
Hawkins-
Corey.
I know, and I like that Hawkins still recognizes that he's not a bad kid, like that was sad, you know.
I don't know. Do you think that's that same mentality that kind of like made us overlook what happened to Michael?
Maybe
You know what I mean?
don't know.
Yeah, Michael was a weird guy and he like kind of like played with dead animals, but he's still a good kid
Hey,
until he killed
we'll be
his
at 30.
sister.
We'll be at 30 in 3, 2, 1. 30 minutes right now.
Bro, when we saw her
know.
alive, our
Yeah,
jaws
everybody was
dropped.
like-
We said, "Bro, how?" Bro, they were country. They were like properties. They were huge properties. You act like it was like the suburbs.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm sorry I interrupted you. What were you saying before? I wanted to get the 30 minutes in.
No, you're good. I don't remember what I was talking about, honestly. I'd be okay too if I was a Ford
you
Ranger.
were, yeah, you were talking about that maybe people would have judged Michael less harshly if.
No,
if
what
it
I'm
would've-
saying
if they
is,
would've-
I think that the mentality that they're treating Corey with right now is the same mentality that they treated Michael Myers when he was a young boy,
Oh.
and I think that's
To
what
be fair, though,
I think that type of oversight is what kind of let Michael Myers turn into the type of killer that he was.
yeah, but also, Jeremy just fell off of the balcony. Bro, 6-year-old Michael stabbed Judith like 31 times with a knife. like there's a little bit of a difference there too. You know what I mean?
Okay, no, but like, how can I put this?
Bro stabbed
I
his
guess so.
sister with a knife.
I mean, he technically pushed someone off a fucking ledge.
Yeah. The Oct is in the house. What's up, Oct? Happy Halloween, buddy.
Hey, man.
And then J-Dead's here. What's up, J-Dead? It dwells like stale popcorn balls and candy corn up in here. Popcorn. Hey, what's up, my dudes? Happy day after Halloween. Happy day after Halloween, my man. Travis says Hawkins empathizes with Corey partially because he was around the same age when he accidentally killed his own partner, so he understands that guilt. That's a good connection too. I
Damn,
didn't think about
Travis.
that. That's a
Way to
really
get
good
me.
connection. I like how Lindsay's a bartender. You could tell Lindsay didn't Lindsay didn't grow up with as much like trauma as Tommy did. After it all
No, not
happened, you know what I mean?
particularly. Did we ever like discuss why like why did Allison just like fall head over heels for Corey just like immediately? Like what was it?
I don't know.
Like was it somewhat of like a cute little puppy dog kind of thing, like injured puppy, injured bird, whatever like that? Like oh
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they just sympathized with each other. I don't know.
well they have yet to even talk about like what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Corey gives me the safe boy vibe, but still breaks your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like he's a safe option, but somehow he still sleeps with your best friend.
How drunk do you think they are right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Pretty drunk. I don't know how many drinks they had. Oh buddy just starts having a seizure too.
I know. I thought that was a weird.
Bro, oh
This
buddy
I
just
thought this
starts
was a weird
flailing on the
scene.
floor and Allison is just like keep going with the moves.
I thought that was a weird moment.
It was.
How traumatic would this have been?
Bro.
Oh.
Bro, do you realize she's still
Whew.
wearing the same Roaring 20s thing?
I know. I was gonna say she looks exactly the same as she did that night, just like a drunk, depressed version of that.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So apparently, general trivia for this movie: towards the last act of the film, Allison can be seen wearing a green outfit similar to what Laurie Strode wore during the original 1978.
That's cool.
Did I hear that right? Evil dies tonight.
Tra- Travis said the writer says there's a story being told by the dance, but the strobe light is so intense I can't even watch the scene. Yeah, it's kind of hard to even tell what's happening.
Bro, they just met and now they're fighting like that.
I know, right? Yeah. Your
Bro,
relationship
that's
was
red
off to
flag
an
number
incredible start.
one. Yeah. Actually, no.
Tyler
Red flag
said,
number one was dating a fucking killer.
Yeah. Tyler said, I do wish Halloween Ends took place on the same night so I can see what happens with Michael's house and how he disappeared. Yeah, that's a good question because that place was crawling with cops. So I wonder how he got out of there.
I thought you're talking about Michael's house, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's keep in mind, we are almost 40 minutes in and we have not laid eyes on the Shape once. I mean, we're about to, but...
Bro, Allison, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you met him like 2 days ago.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it Cameron guilt? I guess I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah. You see the missing poster? It's
the
pretty sad.
missing.
Yeah.
So does that mean that like he's been killing people in the four? I mean, do you think he's been killing people in the 4 years between?
No, I think the infection of Michael Myers affected this town like since the events of Halloween Kills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's why the end with Michael Myers having the fate that he does meant so much because that was like ridding of the disease that was Michael Myers. What's the age difference between Corey and these kids?
I think Corey's 21. I think he's the same age Michael was in the
Oh,
original.
yeah, no, fuck those kids. Bro, he knocked that knife out with a drumstick. I want you to know that, guys. Oh,
Good real hunting. What's up, Brett? Said, hey
man.
fellas, wanted to say hello and have a great stream. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, those band kids were dicks.
They were.
And they took it way too far. Like why are you choosing to pick on this dude? That's bad.
Bro,
He
that's straight up
could have
murder.
died. Yeah. Bro, 100% could
Bro,
have
how
died.
does he fell?
You could even almost say we've been talking about parallels throughout the show. You could even almost say that there's a parallel between Corey falling off the bridge and Michael falling off the balcony at the end of I know that's
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I know that's really reaching. But hey, look at did you see the far right corner of the screen? I clicked back over and I missed it. You can see Michael walking towards him if you look at the far right corner of the screen.
Oh, I didn't know
Did you catch that? Yeah, you can see him. It's hard. You can miss it really easily. I clicked back to the other screen, so I didn't get to see it, but it's a pretty cool shot. Ooh, that's a cool idea. Janet said they should make a
microwave?
few YouTube shorts of dash cam footage and news reports from directly after kills. It could fill in some holes about how Michael escaped.
Man,
Which so in the I do know in the novel, I believe it cuts to these two garbage men because I guess it's garbage day the day after Halloween after all this happened in 2018 and basically like so the two garbage men are, the one's wife is like, all of that just happened last night. I don't want you to go out or whatever. And they're sitting there taking garbage. And bro moves one of the garbage cans, and Michael is slumped on a fence, like barely breathing. And he looks up at him or whatever. And the guy jumps and turns back around, and Michael's gone. And he kills both of them and then, like, walks out into, like, just starts walking into oblivion, kind of. But, it does kind of sew the gaps a little bit. But I do kind of like that it shows that after the events of Kills, bro was done. He was just slumped out a fence, like,
Hey, man, I'd be taking a break too if I had gone through all that.
This scene is. I think this is where so many people have so many different ideas of what happened when Michael grabbed Corey, and it's a really cool shot. I think there's a lot of different interpretations of this. There he be. The shape.
What is that in his eyes?
He's seeing Michael's reflection in his eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems more like when you look at it, it does look like a transfer or like a connection or a symbiotic like relationship that just started right there.
I don't think so. I know I might be in the minority on that, but I really don't think so. Again, I want to do a whole video and dive into that, but I think the condensed version, I personally think that, I don't know, I think all of the flashes, Corey was done at that point. Like, jeez, that made me jump. Yeah, he takes people in there, so he does kill people. Still.
Look. This old guy gives me Billy vibes.
Yeah. Anyways, I think the flashback was Corey just being done. I think he was really, really scared in that moment. And like I think something clicked in him in that moment where he was like, he wants to make people feel fear in the way that Michael makes people feel fear because he's been treated so badly for so long since what happened. Like,
But then why did Michael Myers let him go?
I don't
You
know.
think a scream?
Maybe he didn't.
You think a scream?
Maybe
a
he didn't
huge
mean to let him go.
animalistic scream, just
Maybe
scared
he
him.
didn't mean to let him go. I mean, he is weakened. You know, I don't know. Matt Fauci, what's up, Matt? Travis, my guy,
man.
what's up? Love HNs. Yeah, man, us too. Well, Miguel, we'll see what Miguel thinks after it's over.
You know what? You know
Yeah,
what this
Travis.
scene reminds me of?
What?
This scene reminds me of Peter Parker getting bitten by the spider.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool parallel too. Not that it was supposed to be a parallel, but it's, you know, it is similar. Yeah, Travis is right. Michael and the other inmate are standing like side by side. Like they're standing there and like Michael starts walking towards Corey. It's pretty cool. Travis said the band kids feel like they're bullies in a Hocus Pocus sequel who scatter once the Sander Skank sisters show up. The Sander Skank sisters. That's awesome. Hey guys, don't forget to leave it a like if you haven't already. Thank you all for being here. This is awesome. If you're wanting to join in on the watch along, we're going to be at 45 minutes in about 30 seconds. I'll let you know. I'll try to give you another marker at about 50
Bro,
minutes.
he looks like Black Suit Peter Parker right now. Black Suit Toby.
He really does. But see, I think in the novel there was a moment where Corey realized he didn't want to be Michael, and like he switches back over, like, you know, the moment where Toby rips the black suit off in
Bro,
the church.
that scene right there.
We're gonna be at 50 minutes in 3, 2, 1. 50 minutes in, or no, 45 minutes in. Crap, 45 minutes in. I'm sorry, I messed it up. What'd you say? That scene? What?
The scene of Corey just like standing in the bushes.
Yeah. Corey.
Bro, he's not even wearing his glasses. See, total Peter Parker parallel. Spider-Man parallel. He got his powers. Bro, it was one night.
Yeah. They must really like each other.
I know.
Jaded said, to me, you have to look at it as evil transferring from one vessel to another more than it being a Michael to Corey connection. Evil is like fungus. It will find a way to spread no matter what. Yes, but again, I'm going to play devil's advocate on that. Then why was Corey able to kill Michael at the end? Or no, why was Michael able to kill Corey at the end? Like, Michael standing over top of Corey at the end of the movie after getting the mask back, that's like to me, that's the moment of like, okay, you might be evil, you might have evil in you, but like, you're not the boogeyman because Michael Myers is the boogeyman. Like, now we've gone so far as to say he's a human being. The vessel is human. He is flesh and bone. But like, I don't know. I think it's complicated. Like I said, we're gonna do a whole deep dive into that. On maybe we'll do a stream. I don't know. I want to do a video, but maybe we'll do a stream. Who knows? We'll see. The world is our oyster. Spooky said, I was actually just watching Halloween Kills yesterday for the first time in a while.
Oh, nice. Same here, guys.
It went really bad, bro.
Bro, like, straight up trashed.
Mm-hmm.
What? What?
That's weird. That's odd to me.
What? That's what I mean. Like, some of the dialogue in this movie feels way, way too dramatic for what I'm thinking. You know what I mean?
I actually think the dialogue and that compared to Kills, this dialogue was phenomenal.
Okay, yeah, by far, yes.
Honestly, I think this has the best dialogue of all three. Because there were even some lines in 18 that were kind of like, that's odd. Like, peanut butter on my penis or the little lip crusties. Like, it was weird.
Your
She's
boogeyman.
so over
Oh,
the
girl
top.
just straight up murdered. Oh, buddy just straight up murdered half the town. He's everybody's boogeyman. The fuck you talking about? Here, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. Miguel's burning it all to the ground and getting away from Haddonfield. Rosie, what's up? Jade had said Michael was able to kill Corey because Corey was weakened and Michael had regained his human strength by then. So he and Evil had no use for Corey anymore. That's fair too. I don't think there's a right or wrong interpretation of it. I don't know. It's a fun conversation to have, you know. Travis said, I don't see it as a full transference rather than a symbiosis. Yes, that one, I agree with that a little bit more. Michael doesn't have the strength. That makes Corey his designated killer, absorbing the power back when he snaps his neck. Boom! I like it. That's it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, Michael realized he was weak. He needed Corey to get back on the wagon again. We're on the wagon again. Boom, 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 boom. He needed Corey to get what he wanted. Like 100%. I think it's really weird that she's with the Maloney or whatever his name is, Doug guy, because he looks like he's about 15 years older than her. Like, seriously. He looks old. Like, if she's 21...
Look at Allison.
If she's 21,
She is the embodiment of bad mistakes.
I mean, he seems like he's like 32. Like, that's weird.
Jesus, that's fucked. You know what, dude? I think Allison gets off on this on the actions. I think she kind of likes it. I'm not gonna lie. Some part makes me think she likes it. She likes this like tension. I think she likes it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what really irritates me in movies is when people sip beers like this. When people take their beer bottle and they're like nobody drinks beer like that. Your beer would be like pure foam if you did that. Hey, this song, Come to Me by Johnny Goff, is on the Purely and Simply Evil playlist. Check it out. If you're on Spotify, it's like 4.5 hours of horror music on Spotify. You got to check it out. Like, everybody, do it. I've got a video about it on the channel. It's great. And also, if you haven't joined the Let's Talk Movies Facebook group, if you are too close to thy die, whatever.
Bro,
join the
this
Let's
is
Talk Movies
such,
Facebook
this is
group,
such
please.
a black suit Toby right now.
It really is. Bro, she bit his nose. Like,
Hey, man. When they're that infatuated, they just want to bite.
yeah, it's more like Eddie Brock and Venom. I like that. Ugh. Oct said, which Oct, you may be right, but I don't like that. Maybe Allison's dad passing led her to Mulaney seeking a father figure. Ugh.
I can see that.
Ugh. J-Dad also said, every small town has that one cop that chases after the girls that are too young for him, TBH. Travis said, the black-suited Spider-Man is actually the perfect comparison. Bro, it really kind of is. Again, Miguel coming out with the random Blumhouse trilogy, like really good analogies.
Here, look, fun fact. The high school kids ride in a black convertible. This is an homage to Halloween 5 and the character of Mike, who obsesses over his black convertible in that film. Both cars end up vandalized.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, Prime, for these general trivia.
J-Dad said, peanut butter on my penis. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
It's the best of times. That's funny. Wait, hold up. I forgot. Oh, buddy. See, even Corey does the same, like propping up dead bodies.
I know,
things.
the weird,
you know what I mean?
like, artistic, like, posing them and putting them somewhere thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think Michael does that?
Michael's straight up like, Corey, prop the body up.
Bro, I bet Michael was sitting there, like, asleep, and he heard him laughing, and Michael was probably like, who the like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I also love this shot because when Mulaney goes in there, did you ever realize you can see Michael standing there like in the dark? It's not for a minute, but you can see him like hunched over in the corner, like slowly standing up.
Where?
Hold on, it's not. It's. Come on. Right there.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
He's kind of like hunched over.
Get him, cuz.
Yeah, do your thing, cuz. Bro, Michael had no fight in him right then.
None.
Bro threw like one punch and was down. Like, Michael's like, what? Nobody's ever asked me to help them before. What are you talking about? Bro's like, nobody's yelled at me like that since Loomis. What are you talking about?
Wait,
I love this moment, though.
How was that knife like all dull and shit? I thought like he kills though.
Yeah. It must
why
not
is
be
it
that
dry
dull
and
because he
dull?
does this. Must not be that dull, because bro managed to do that.
That's true. Bro, remember this was like the love scene between Michael and Corey.
Yeah. Everybody wanted to know why he shook here. Dude is exerting a lot of energy. That bro probably has tetanus and about 12 other different diseases from being stabbed with everything under the sun. Like,
The most uncomfortable position ever, dog.
even the way he stands up fully after that, he's kind of been
Yeah.
hunched over and whatever, and then he finally stands all the way back up. Like, that's so dope. So cool, man. It's Michael. Michael looked like he was having a pee shiver at the urinal. Yeah. Jaded said Michael is the Salvador Dali of our nation or of our generation. The artist studying his work. Yep. The head tilt. You guys are awesome. Jaded said asking why Michael props up his victims is like asking why Van Gogh cut his ear off. You just can't explain it. It's just what he does. It's his process. Don't question the process.
It's funny. Bro, yes,
Also,
it
yeah.
does.
Brackett had some serious creeper vibes when he walked up on Lori in 78. Excuse me, Lori.
That's true. Maybe it runs in the department.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's like, why is Michael all like, why is he weak? Why is he hunched over? Why is he cracking? Why is he shaking? Why is he doing this? Bro has been hunched over on concrete for 4 years.
Yep.
Are you
Oh,
kidding
look at
me?
that.
Like,
So tell me why Michael decided
I
to get
missed
up
that.
and check.
Crap. I missed that whole moment. Dang it. Okay. I adore that sequence. And I was clicked over to the other screen and I didn't see it. Because that goes to show that Michael had interest in him. That goes to further the whole symbiotic relationship theory because it's like Michael was like, who is this random dude that brought me somebody to kill? That was awesome. Like, I don't know. Like, the fact that Michael followed Corey out of the cave.
Well, you know how
across
like you give
town.
you give a stray some food?
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is.
And then it follows you. Yeah. Well, and it's
Oh.
like it's such a cool parallel, like between Lori watching them and then Michael watching Lori watch them. Like it's so cool. Like I love that moment. And even the way she turns, like she knows somebody is watching her. Like I feel like that's the moment where she starts to know, like, okay, Michael's back. Like something's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Bro, fuck that doctor, by the way. He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
The devil is eyes.
Yeah. Missed opportunity for a Loomis quote.
Mm-hmm. Captain?
You know what's really weird? Michael is older in this movie than Loomis was in 78.
Yeah.
That's odd. I will say, I wish they would have mentioned Loomis more. It feels
You
weird
know
to
what?
me that Loomis is like never mentioned.
Listen.
Like he was mentioned with Sartain because Sartain said he was a student, like he was Dr. Loomis's student and he took over for him after he died or whatever. But like they never, and like Lori makes a comment about, oh, you're the new Loomis, but like they never mentioned like what happened. Like I want to know like what did Loomis do after I mean, we know that Loomis tried to have him executed, but like did Loomis remain his doctor? Did Loomis give up and like say my hands are clean in this? Like what happened with Loomis after the events of 78?
I always thought that was an interesting moment.
Yeah. I like that the dad's compassionate too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Again, questioning evil. Is evil always within you, or is evil birthed into you? I don't know. J-Dead, same man. I've enjoyed Ends more and more every single time I watch it. It really is. It's compared to everything else we've gotten in the franchise. That's why like everybody's like Halloween Ends was so crazy and off the wall, and I'm like, it was crazier than the Cult of Thorn or Dangertainment or the White Horse thing. Like really, it was crazier than all of that.
I guess that's true. Well, you realize that
Like really, it
you
was
realize that
crazier
each
than Busta Rhymes drop kicking the Shape across the room. It was crazier than that. Really? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
I think one thing that's really interesting about the franchise is the fact that each one of those moments probably played a part in like played a part in the time that it was in. You know what I mean? Like the Cult of
Right.
Thorns is around the time where like there was like a huge rise in like many cults, and then with Dangertainment, that was when reality TV shows were like starting to become the new thing. So obviously that was the case, and then
Yeah.
now we have Kills, where we had the huge influx of like rioters and like looting and stuff like that. So it kind of made sense for it to be there. So I always thought that was kind of interesting. Just one of those little tidbits that this franchise kind of like, hits on.
Yeah. J-Dead said liver failure was Loomis's final enemy.
There you go. We
Travis
didn't start
said
drinking
one of
until
the
Halloween
yeah,
2, right?
yeah. Travis said one issue with this movie as a whole is the lack of mention of Loomis or any of the dead characters in this trilogy. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't mention very much.
That's
of,
what I
like, what
mean. This
happened
movie
in
just
78
feels like an epilogue. It just like
for
it
those people.
it didn't want to like hit on any of that because I mean the story's over technically.
Yeah, this was a cool shot too. You can kind of see it happening in the background. Pretty dope. Bro was going ham.
Bro, right?
And I love Michael's entrance
Corey
here
gives me
too.
Purge vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he stops like he knows that he's going to be there. Like he knows that Michael's going to take over. It's so cool.
Mhm.
Oh. Michael looks at her and he's like, "Yeah, I still got it." This is another
But why does he
interesting
look
shot.
at the
The
hand,
hand
though?
thing. What do you guys let us know in the comments? What do you think Corey doing the hand motion thing was? Because Michael even gives him the look. Like it's funny if Michael's like, "What the hell are you doing?" you know,
Yeah, because like that's what I mean. Like this didn't feel like
it's weird.
a random team up. This was like purely like
Oh yeah, they were low key working together at this point, like
mhm.
straight up.
What the fuck is that? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Bro, I was totally expecting Michael to be like in the back of Corey.
Yeah, dude. Think about that though. Corey gets everywhere on his bike, unless they walk there together. Corey rides there and waits like 40 minutes for Michael to just randomly like stroll up through the bushes, He's probably like, took you long enough.
Yeah, right.
The Oct said, I think the hand thing is part of their symbiotic relationship. Both of them sustained left hand injuries. Yeah, or I even kind of thought maybe it's Corey trying to like imagine like what Michael is feeling when he's like holding her up. I don't know. It's weird. Very weird one.
You remember how like the radio tower was supposed to mean something?
Yeah, because David Gordon Green was like in the Halloween Kills commentary, he was like, "Oh, that radio tower is going to be a big player," and it really wasn't that big of a player. Like,
Hmm.
you know,
I think it was one of those like they removed it from the script and they kind of hoping people kind of forgot.
I personally wasn't really wild about this whole radio tower thing. I was kind of like, I would have traded that for something like some of the stuff that I know was cut or that was in the book that we didn't get in this. I would have preferred some of that be in here and cut the whole radio tower bit because, like, I
Mhm.
mean, like, yeah, you had the fun kill where the dude's tongue drops on the record player, but like, it wasn't. I don't know. It didn't. I don't think it added anything like sensational to the plot. You know.
Hmm. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty like fuckboy line right there. Again, what the fuck?
Bro sat up like him too.
Like, yeah. Damn.
Why does everybody think that Lori like taunted him so much? Because in '78 she didn't taunt him. Like, and then in '18, I mean, yeah, she tried to go after him, but like, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I think the town kind of understood that Lori was kind of crazy in 2018,
Yeah, that's true.
and so whenever Michael got out and started killing again, they just assume it's because of Lori perpetually wondering where he's at and doing stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rosalia said, "What part are we on? We are at the radio tower thing. We're about an hour and 9 minutes in. That's weird. I can smell her on you, bro. That is nuts." He has a
Damn.
girlfriend, bro. Like, why are you smacking him? Yeah, and then she kisses him on the mouth. Like, oh, yeah, we're not. We're not playing that game, bro. Her dad. I feel bad for her for his dad saying that because you can tell in his voice. He's like, I don't have
He
love. I
didn't
hope
find
you
it.
find it. I do not have love. You know. Rosie, I'll let you know when we're at an hour and 12 minutes. I'll let you know at an hour and 12 minutes if you want to watch.
Bro, this scene right here too. Bro, he's sleeping on the bloodstain.
Yeah, weird. Travis said, according to Christopher Nelson, Silver Shamrock played a large role in the film's story. The Scarecrow mask being made as a Shamrock mask before the script was changed. I don't know if I
That'd
would
be
have liked
cool.
that. I mean, it would have been a cool nod. Like the Silver Shamrock masks were in 18 and Kills, but like I don't think it was fully necessary. The tribe. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this scene was dope because Lori she has been all like sweet Lori, sweet and innocent Lori the whole time. But
Mhm.
seeing her rocking in the chair like that, it's like, okay, she's still got a little bit of Sarah Connor Lori in her,
Yeah.
like that side of her is still there.
Calm down, Loomis.
Rosie, I told you I was going to tell you at 112. I'm sorry. I'll let you know at 113. I won't click back to the other screen. Allison doesn't know that you're Michael's partner, though. So, like, I feel like if she knew that little one tidbit of information, she might change her mind.
I know.
All right, we're going to be at an hour and 13 minutes in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 hour and 13 minutes. And then she's gone. So dumb.
Bro. At that point, if I was Corey, I'd have been like, damn, I'm way out of my league.
Oct said, this scene is all happening in Corey's head, right? I think it's the evil manipulating Corey to go after Lori and get rid of her. Maybe? I don't know. That was a thought I had, but then she has all the dialogue with him at the end about that. So it's like, I don't know. At first I thought maybe it was in his head, but I don't know. I agree, Travis. I think it's just kind of up for interpretation.
I forgot. He like kicks Michael's ass in like the next couple of minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, bro's his best friend, and then suddenly he goes in and he's like, "You're a stupid old man in a mask." My favorite thing about this, too, is that Michael is just straight up standing there doing nothing.
That's true. I love this. Yank!
Yeah. Bro, Michael's got him for quite a bit.
You can hear the grunts.
Yeah. Ooh, he hit his head. Why would you want that mask, bro?
I don't know.
I love the sit-up. And you get to see a little bit of his face.
Bro, he's a bet.
Bro, you know Michael smells like booty and balls.
Bro, yeah, that thing was sweating, burnt.
Mm.
Bro, I forget how fast things are about to turn up, I guess.
Yeah. Do you remember that $3,000 I tried to give you? You can still go to Mexico.
Bro, yeah, that check still hasn't been cashed, dog.
Yeah. From the investigative journalists.
Jesus Christ, that was.
I agree, Travis. Travis said, I think the end would work better had Allison not walked in on Corey killing himself. Instead, she realizes he's evil on her own, showing up and walking over his dead body without question. Yeah, I agree. I wish she could have seen all of that go down a little bit more.
Hey now. I think it's a little bit of projection right there. Bro, that is a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. That is funny as
Yep.
fuck.
Jean-Claude. His hideout.
I'm not gonna lie. Can you imagine a serial killer where his hideout is the junkyard? That's scary. If I am nowhere, I am everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh man, what the bike do to you?
For real,
Billy.
these kids took it all way too far.
Bro, was Billy's death pretty rough? I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, why wouldn't you run in between the cars?
Whew.
Oh.
Damn.
Whew. She.
Bro, if I was that late at night, I would not be listening to a movie with headphones on. I mean, I say that and I'm listening to a movie with headphones on.
Poor guy doesn't want to go home because he don't want to be with his crazy milk spaghetti wife.
I mean, it's true.
I like that too. Travis said, I also think the ending would have been more powerful had Hawkins arrived when Michael was still alive, pinned to the table. Laurie gives him a chance to finish it, but he nods at her and turns away. I think that's cool too.
I don't know. That's giving too much time for Michael to try to recover and get out.
I do like that the town the town finally acknowledged that, like, it's Laurie's kill. Like, it's Laurie's call, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Bro, aim.
That was a little extreme.
What?
The killing the dad that way.
Bro, how are they going to march at the show tomorrow? There's going to be like 3 open spots.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's rough. That is rough.
Jesus. Jesus.
Whew.
All right, guys. I know it's not Michael Myers, but how many of you got really pissed off when you saw Corey in the mask? I'm curious.
I kind of did just because I wanted it to be Michael.
Mm-hmm.
scream about?
Cringe.
Jade said the true horror of Halloween Ends is Corey's father and the god awful things he must have witnessed living with his wife. That is true. Factual information
I don't
right there.
deny that. Yeah.
Yeah, like this sequence was fun, but like it I don't think it added anything like insane.
Mm-hmm. On air. Why? Why?
I don't know. Weird. Weird.
Man, you can almost taste the music.
I don't know. I know a lot of people love that, but that was not my favorite. I don't know. Neither one of those were my favorite death scenes. The whole radio tower thing just kind of like it's just kind of meh. It's maybe like one of the most meh things in the movie. Like they could have cut out the radio tower stuff and that would have been fine. Jaded said, "Gotta bounce. Always a blast getting to catch you all live streaming when I can. Much lives can be safe. Stabby that likey chat. Jaded man, we love you, buddy.
Much love. Appreciate it,
Be
man.
safe. Be safe going wherever you're going, doing whatever you're doing." That was cool. I'm glad we saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't even mention Annie or Linda either, you know?
That is true. Like, for it being like the culmination of the whole franchise, I mean, you think you'd get more more mentions on like
references
legacy
to the
characters.
original,
Yeah.
I don't know. And I mean, I know they died in the first one, but still. I don't know. Even Tommy and Brackett, like we never even. I don't think we mentioned Tommy once in this movie.
No, I don't think so either.
I'm gonna be real. She's got a pretty nice house. I dig the house.
Bro, I guarantee that house probably costs like $700,000.
Yes. In today's market, probably more
Yes.
like 8.
Yes. LOL. Michael Myers doesn't appear until 38 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
So you remember the mention about Christine, like the reference to Christine?
Uh-huh.
So apparently the use of the vehicle, the tow truck, to attack and kill characters is a nod to Christine. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, this whole movie is like one big nod to Christine, you know.
yeah.
100%. I really like this whole sequence a lot. That's kind of why I'm not talking a lot because I thought this was a really cool sequence.
Now, bro, that is a terrible pumpkin, by the way.
Yeah, it's not a very good looking pumpkin at all.
Mm-mm. Bro, there's no like ridges either.
No. I wonder if when she saw the mask at that point, she was like, "Yep, I was right."
Bro, the way she's walking
And it's
down the
just like,
steps, she was
and,
like, it fucking works to be
yeah.
right.
And like another thing about the whole Michael Corey thing is like she tried so hard to kill Michael so many times. And uh um
You lost
and
words.
she took him out so easy. Like
Mm-hmm. Bro, even if Allison was to walk in on it, like, bro, like he's wearing the mask and the
I know,
overall.
that's the thing. She literally saw the mask laying on the ground. Like how do you not, I don't know. I kind of don't I don't understand how she didn't realize it that when she saw him with the mask, that should have been her like, okay,
Mhm.
she shouldn't have grabbed the knife. She should
Yeah,
have
that's
just left
probably
the
the
knife in
final
his
nail in the
neck.
coffin. Bro, they went to war together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like Lori and Allison went to war for this fucking Michael.
I know.
And then he switches on a dime for a fucking boy.
Like it would have been so much cooler if she would have opened the door and Michael was standing there like maskless, and she had like, and then that's when like the confrontation with Michael started, and
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, like I feel like she would have realized sooner. Like, but again, she goes to the radio tower on fire. Like it just doesn't. I don't know. I don't like it as much. I wish this sequence would have played out. I love her acting like she's committing suicide and the pumpkin splattering and
That
her
was pretty
shooting him.
cool.
Like that's all pretty dope. But him stabbing himself and stuff, I feel like that's odd. Like I don't. It's not a creative choice I would have made. Now this was dope. Like her realizing that he's in the house, that was pretty sick.
Bro, how are you still alive?
I know.
Tell me that.
That shot, man. That's an awesome shot.
I love that. You know what's pretty funny? She was calling for her own suicide, and I think that
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That kind of bothers me a little bit. Like I feel like the whole him stabbing himself thing and stuff could have been like I don't know.
LOL. I
That
would
could have
not
been
have been
set
able to
up a
tell
little
that.
bit better.
It could have been anything.
What?
Her like stopping the little tap tap.
Yeah. Here we go.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh, she nailed him. Wolf. Whew.
Jesus.
Mm. They did trade blows, man. I gotta say, both
They
of
really
them.
did. Man, remember the throw?
Yeah. This was pretty gnarly too.
Bro, why? I would have had my hands like spread out, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. The knitting needle nod to the OG. That was kind of cool. I dug that. And he goes to put it in her neck this time, or her ear.
Oh, yeah, I know that one had to hurt.
Yeah, that hurt bad. He's like, I am not losing this again. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
that was the moment where it was like, okay, it's over. Like she's got him.
For such a brief second.
Oh, bro, his voice even got shaky there. He was like, oh.
Man, I totally don't remember what old man Michael looked like.
Well, you're gonna see him again in just a minute.
Yeah.
It's gross. His skin looks like a testicle.
Did you like the fact that his face was on the knife?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. This one too. Oh, the underarm.
Man, I said the same thing when I farted and it turned out to be a little bit of shit. Like butter.
Yep. Butter. Oh. Now, I did like the flashbacks here. I thought this was kind of cool. I thought this was kind of neat. Bro, she snapped his arm like a twig. Ugh. Makes me cringe. It's awful. I mean, it's happening to him, but it's still awful.
Bro, I did not like that moment.
What, did they held hands for a minute?
Yeah.
My eye
She
hurts.
said, it's okay. Brad, don't cry. It's okay, Brad, don't cry.
Not trying to cry. My eyes.
Bro, remember the last time Hawking said something about Corey? He said he's still a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a
Only
good
to
kid.
find out. Bro, I would have been like, Hawkins, you are not a good judge of character.
I like the minute he walks in, he just knows.
I'd hope so. Otherwise, Lori just killed an old man for no reason.
Yeah. That was a little dumb.
This whole thing? Yes.
That line was kind of dumb.
Bro, I hate the fact that he got reelected. Hate it.
I know, right?
Fucking hate it. Made no sense.
And like, was everybody just texting, being like, "Yo, Laurie Strode just killed Michael Myers. Like, show up here." Blah blah blah.
Bro, it's Facebook. They used the lady who brought an iron to the Michael fight Facebook
Yeah,
group.
yeah. It's like a Haddonfield community group.
Mm-hmm. It's like when Biggie Smalls died, dude. What the fuck?
Oh, what's her face is there?
Bro, this is at the
He's
junkyard.
there.
This is at the junkyard. You realize that? Like,
Yep.
there's
You
supposed to
realize
be
that
like
was
5
Julian, right?
bodies, huh?
You realize that was Julian, right?
The little black boy.
The douchebag kid. Yeah.
Yeah. He's still moving.
Yeah.
You
They
see
came
his
to the
arm?
junkyard. Is he still moving though, or is he just shaking?
He's still shaking a little bit. Just wasn't in the trailer.
Very symbolic of them passing him, and then getting out of Laurie's way to let her do it. That I kind of liked. Because in a way, that moment to me is like the town being like, okay, Laurie was right. Like, we were wrong for thinking she was crazy for all that time. Like, she was right.
She's crazy still, but she got something right.
You still think she's crazy?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, this was pretty wild.
Evil dies tonight.
This was some Texas Chainsaw 3D level crap right here. Like, wow. Bro's head looked like a pumpkin. Yeah, took you long enough to figure that out. But see, I don't think she needed to like I didn't think we needed to be spoon fed the he was consumed by evil line. Like, okay, we know that. Like, why did she need to say that? And she is leaving Haddonfield, Illinois.
Man, she won't get far.
Yeah.
Boogie woogie woogie.
It's Michael. Last night in the shower.
Oh well. He said it changes shape.
Yeah. I am amazed that that man's legs still work after what happened to him.
Mm. 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 What do you feel about Don't Fear the Reaper coming on at the
I thought
end?
it was cool. I was fine with it. I thought it was a cool little nod.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I like it. It's a good movie. I think it was judged far too harshly. Now,
I think it was judged far too quickly.
yeah. Do I think that it would have? Do I think that it would have benefited from some of the things that were in the novel being in the movie, and some of what was in the movie maybe being left to the novel? Yeah, I think the whole radio station thing was kind of a waste. I don't think it really like I know it was supposed to be Corey's like place he went whatever and that was like his whole we'll burn it all to the ground thing. Like I get it. I understand why it was there, but I don't think it was completely necessary. I think it just kind of wasted a whole lot of time that could have been spent on other things. But I think the dialogue in this film is probably the best of the three. There are still moments, but largely I think it was pretty good. I think I don't mind Michael being old and grungy and diseased and whatever else in this movie. Like I really don't mind it. I don't get it, or I don't get the hate for it. So
No, I
No.
think
What about
it's
you?
safe to say. I think it's safe to assume that this movie was judged way too quickly, because it was very quick for people to assume that this movie did not live up to the expectations that they were thinking. But upon multiple views, I think it's safe to assume that this movie served as a love letter to the entire franchise, so to speak. Even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
they neglected some things and probably over exaggerated of other moments, but I think it truly was just a love letter to the entire franchise, and pretty
I
much,
agree.
you know, gave Dave Gordon Green his ending that he wanted. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and
And you know,
finally answer John Carpenter's wishes of killing Michael Myers.
yeah, yeah. And you know, there are things like I don't think David Gordon Green did a bad job with the trilogy. I don't think it's a bad trilogy. I think there are creative choices that I disagree with, and I think there are things that I personally wouldn't have. Personally, I think there are things that I wouldn't have
Poisonally.
done. But I don't think he did a bad job. I think one of my biggest complaints with him, like we talked about, like Travis said a little bit ago, Laurie spoon feeds a lot of information that we didn't need to know. Like, you know, like her saying that line about evil at the end. Like there are things that are like spoon fed to people, to the audience in this trilogy that I just think didn't need to be. Um,
Hmm.
you know, some of the dialogue is kind of wonky, especially in Kills. The dialogue in Kills is nuts. Like I genuinely some of the dialogue in that movie, I don't understand how anybody watched it and was like, that's it. That's
Hmm.
cool. You know what I mean?
No,
But
I get it.
I think largely they succeeded in what they were trying to do. And I think when you look at it as Jamie Lee Curtis's last outing as Laurie Strode, and you know, I think it's a successful trilogy, and I think Halloween Ends is a successful epilogue to that film. And I think again the way to look at Halloween Ends is as a capper, as extra, as the epilogue to the story. You know,
Yeah,
um,
the story ended. This was just a little extra.
yeah,
I'd say it's safe for me to. I think it's safe to justify that statement.
yeah. Well, and even like what you said earlier about, you mentioned something about like Halloween Kills, like Michael wins in the end, and like that's kind of like a parallel to the first film too, where like even though Loomis shoots Michael and he falls off the balcony, Loomis looks shocked because Michael wins at the end. Michael gets away. He got up and walked away after those 6 shots, 6 times after he shoots him 6 times, and I think that's kind of the parallel to that film. This is just kind of the extra chapter. This is the epilogue. This is the extra little bit that we happen to get at the end, and it's a satisfying conclusion for Laurie. I dig it. So I think it was judged too harshly. I think it's a really good film. It's maybe my favorite of the trilogy. I don't know. I go back and forth between whether or not 18 or Ends is my favorite of the trilogy. Do you have a favorite? Do you think 2018 Kills or Ends?
You know what sucks is that it's pretty much 2018 or ends for me.
I
Yeah,
thought it was going to
I'd
be
say.
Kills. I really thought it was going to be Kills going into that movie, and I was so bro. I left perplexed after I watched Kills. I was like, was that great or was that terrible? Like I didn't. I was so confused. But
Yeah, so I mean, overall, yeah, yes, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Now watching it, and enjoying it with you and enjoying watching with you
oh
guys, and actually seeing what actually and seeing everyone's perspective on it, because I
yeah.
think this movie was definitely something that garnered a lot of theories, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And like I said, you came up with the best. The Spider-Man 3 black suit Spider-Man symbiote thing was like the perfect analogy. And like I said, I do want to do a video about that Corey Michael thing because honestly I have a lot more to say about that.
Hmm.
And I've been kind of trying to save it for that video, and hopefully we'll get that up maybe sometime next week. I don't know. We'll see. But but this is a blast, man. Thank you all. Listen to everybody on the channel, everyone who subscribes, anyone who's listening to this, anybody who's stuck with us through this show. This year's Oktoberfest has been the last month and a half has probably been the biggest. We've seen the biggest gains for this channel that we've seen probably in its history. And that's really, really cool. And again, we try not to put too much weight on subscribers, but I mean, we've gained over 100 subscribers in the last month and a half. So, like, that's pretty cool, you know?
And we are
And it,
extremely appreciative of it.
we are, and it's really cool to see the community grow and for people to talk. Like, it's so cool to look in the chat and see all of you guys interacting and talking with each other. And it's cool meeting some of you at Scarefest and, just being a part of this community. So, We thank you so much for that. We thank you for the last month. And we're going to keep this train rolling on through the rest of 2023 and into 2024. So we're super
Absolutely.
excited about that. If you have not joined the Let's Talk Movies Facebook group, go to Facebook as soon as we're done here and type in Let's Talk Movies -community page. And that'll take you to the group. And one of our admins will let you in. It's just a place where we can kind of hang out and talk and share stuff. And also the Purely and Simply Evil playlist on Spotify. If you're a Spotify listener, please check out that playlist. It's got almost 5 hours of music pulled from different horror films. It's been really, really fun to listen to that throughout the Halloween season. And I mean, it's got stuff for it's not just Halloween songs. It's everything. I mean, it's tons of stuff from horror films. It's kind of like I try to think of it as like the ultimate collection of horror music. So that's really cool as well. And you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at LTM Podcast KY. Again, go check out. Let me pull that thumbnail back up. Go check out that's not what I wanted. The Scarefest vlog that is out now on the channel. Check that out. Leave it a like. Those panels and stuff. All of that was really, really, really cool. So you guys are amazing. We love you. Thank you so much for the last month. Oct said, peace out, guys. Travis said, great stream. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, guys. We
Happy
love you.
Halloween, guys.
Have an awesome rest of your week, and we will see you really soon. It's Halloween. Go have a good time tonight, but it's not really because it's November 1st, but it's always Halloween, so I don't know. Whatever. Go be in a sewer somewhere. I don't know. We love you guys. Peace.
Peace.